And I said, I think Savannah. Dad, can I sell out for Savannah? That's Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. It's so good to have you. I am doing a first time tag. I've seen this done by other YouTubers and I was like, this is Mimos. Dimlu, I want to do this. I'm gonna do this. So I just asked my sisters and just my family for the first time stories that they wanna hear, and that is what I'm going to be answering here. The first one is the first time I got my period. So I got my period very late. I was in grade 10 when I got my period. I was 14 years of age, and well, I'm the eldest girl in the family, so I didn't have a big sister guidance of some sort, and my mom was like very busy with work. She leaves in the morning and comes back very late, but I always had a nanny around. So you a nanny around. No, it wasn't. The nanny was not for me, guys. It was for the younger sisters. So when I started my period, I was from school and I just took the pads. Like my nanny had her sanitary towels somewhere. I just went and I took the sanitary towels. I did not tell anybody. The first time it went for the 3 days, and then the second time I did the same thing. And then she was like, "Hi boy, don't be my pads are disappearing. Where are they going? Are you on your periods?" And I was like, now that you mention that, let's talk about it. Yes, I'm on my periods. And then she told my mom, and then that's when my mom gave me the talk. If you start sleeping with boys, you're gonna get pregnant. This is what happens now. You know the talk. That's when I got the talking, and then she started buying me my pets and all this stuff. Okay, so the second one is first day at work. So before my actual first day at work, I used to part-time at Spa, my mom's workplace. So I told her when I started varsity, I told her that during December and June holidays, I want to part-time and I want to work as a part-time so that I can make some moolah for myself. So I don't really count that as my first time job because it was part-timing, okay? And I would do it. I was just a till packer there, guys. There was nothing nice about it. I was till packing, and then sometimes I would clean the floors and all that stuff, but that was not my first job. So my first job was when I started teaching. So it was in a school here in town. I went, did my interview on a Friday, and then I got a call back on Friday saying that you must come and start working on Monday. So before I went to the school, my friend told me that she was already working there. She told me that they had space and they were looking for new 3 teachers. So I went there, and then when I told her that I was accepted, she told me, but brah, our boss, the owner of the school, does not take, this was a private school, she does not take nonsense. She's a very harsh person. She's this, that. So I was freaked out. I'm a very confident person, but somehow I was very scared. Even in the interview, when she came in, she didn't say a lot of things because she was not the one conducting the interview. So it was just the people that were conducting the interview that spoke, and she was just there. She was just going in and out of the interview room. So on the day of the work, the first official day at work, I was very nervous, not scared. I was very nervous. I didn't know what to expect. So when we got there, she was like, she hadn't allocated us to our classrooms, and then she said that for the whole week, because this was in January, so she said for the whole week you're going to work with me in my office doing the administration, because that was when they were sorting out the stationery, packing the stuff and all. So that's what we were doing. So that's what I did for the whole week. I worked with her in the office, and that's when I realized, but she's not that a bad person. She's actually very nice. And I worked there for 2013, 2014, 2015, and I left 2016 March. Yeah, I think the beginning of March. So that basically was my first job. I did stay there that is the way I've worked for the longest ever in my life. So the next one is the first time I stole something and got caught. It's about to go down. I hope no, my principal at least does not watch this. So I was in grade 8. We were staying in Dukwa. I went to I went to spa with my friends, two of my friends. I hope they watch this and see me expose their wrongdoings. So we went to spa and then we stole chocolates, guys, at spa in Idikwa. We wrapped, the other one told us that we must wrap the chocolates with the promotion paper. Yobona elala paper less special. Yes. So when we entered the door, we took the promotion paper, we wrapped the chocolates, and then we were walking around. God, all this whole time there was somebody watching us. The security guard was watching us, but he went and told somebody else, but I'm watching these people now and put your eyes on them. So this guy, he did not waste any time. He came and then he held me by my hand, guys. And he was like, call your friends, because my friends were like further in the aisle, and it was like, call your friends. And I was like, they took us, they put us at the back, and I was so much we were gonna get trapped because we were even wearing uniform, and you know how much school kids are hated in the shops. So I was so much I was so scared. So they took us to the back. And then there's like, you're gonna stay here. We stayed there for like a couple of hours. Then nobody was attending to us. And then when they finally came, they were like, okay, you need to call your relatives because you need to pay. They first asked, do you have money? And we're like, no, we don't have money. And they were like, you need to call your relatives because you need to pay for these things. It's like, okay. So I called my brother. And then he came. So my mom, we were not staying with my mom that time. My mom was in Bizana. So when she had come, she left money for my tracksuit, for my school tracksuit. So I was like, please take the money that is there for the tracksuit and come here. I'm in trouble. The nigga came and then he bailed me out. I was bailed out by 300. The first time I drank alcohol. So this was when I was working at Spark. This is in Bizana. My mom, it was during June holidays. My mom came home and she came home for leave, and then she left me there at Bizana. So I stayed there with my other friend who was also working at Spa. So she came and stayed with me, and then she told me this one Friday, but kona 21st birthday party, and we are invited there, but we were working during the day, so we were only gonna go for the after party. And now the mother of the girl who had the 21st birthday called and asked, "Ma, what do you drink?" So this girl, my friend, she does not ask me, have you ever drank alcohol or whatever. She just goes and asks me, what do you drink? And I said, I think Savannah. That can I sell out for Savannah? That's I don't even know what it tastes like. And I was like, I drink Savannah. And then they went and they bought Savannah. And then she told me that she doesn't drink Savannah. I don't even remember what she was drinking. So the whole Savannah there was for me. And my plan was that I'm going to pretend like I'm drinking. I'm probably going to hold one bottle for the entire night or for the entire time that we stay there. And then I'm just going to pretend like I'm sipping on it. Can't know that I had 2 carry packs of Savannah waiting for me. A first time drinker. We went to the party. When we got there, I was drinking my Savannah for the first time. And then the killer part was the Smirnoff 1818. They had bought that as well. And Ugel, she was like taking shots. People were taking shots, and I was like, why are they drinking with the lead, man? I took the bottle. I drank from the bottle. And then I was like, Haibo, is this even supposed to be drank? To cut the long story short, the next morning I did not wake up. I could not go to work, and I almost got in trouble because my mom is the manager there, so the eyes are on me. But I did not go to work the next day, and I told myself, I'm never gonna drink again. And I didn't touch alcohol again until 2016, and this was like back in 2012. And I was like, I'm never gonna drink again. I should have stuck by that decision. Anyway, the first time I had sex, I knew this was gonna come. This was definitely gonna come. And this one came from one of my sisters. I knew it. I knew these ones were gonna ask. Okay, there's nothing special about the first time I had sex, but there is the interesting and the special part, the funny part is, I did my grade 10 in Dukwa, right? And then I moved to Bizana for grade 11. So when I was in grade 10, I had 3 friends, okay, where there was 4 of us, and we were all virgins, and we were like, as a proud, see everything. And then I went to Bizana to do my grade 11, and then the people I got friends with, they were friends, were already friends like from grade 1 primary school friends, yeah. And then I was just coming from another city, from another school, to Tetis Close, Tetis Pond, and all that stuff. And when I got there, they were like, we're not virgins. And it was a thing, and they hadn't been virgins for a long time. And I was like, because I was exposed. I was like, I'm also not a virgin, like I've had sex a couple of times. And they were like, oh, okay, that time I know shit. So grade 12, I'm still holding on to my story. Kanji, the same people. So it moved from the two of them now to like other people in the school. So it wasn't just the two of them who knew a girl was a virgin, non-virgin kind of situation. So I go to varsity, and the same people are going to varsity with me. So I still needed to continue with the lie. I'm being there. So I continued with my lie, and I would talk about stories. People would say, this is how it happens. Do you think I'd keep quiet? Now I would collect all the stories that I've heard, and every time we talk about sex, I would also like talk and also share my experiences that were never there. Okay. But now I had a boyfriend. Guys, the first time I had a serious boyfriend, it was in my first year university. And nobody knew about this because Dandy Pub, and people always thought that Kuba Ulamdano Papa or Tanduktet, you know almost, ne? So my boyfriend, I got my first boyfriend around April, I think so, March, April, and the first year university. And I was like, I told him straight, but listen, I've never done it and I'm not ready, so you need to wait for me. Yeah, but and that sometimes, yeah, I would even go sleep over at his place at the res, and I'll be still like, it's not gonna happen. But he was very chilled. He never, and my friends knew Ndobana, every time I go there, it goes down. And when it finally happened, it was around September, same year, I could not go back to my friends. It was horrible. It was painful. It was not nice. It was not planned, but it was consensual at least. I could not go back and say, Kante, why have you been lying to me? So that is my story, but it was only me and the guy who knew this was my first time. Everybody else did not know. The last one is the first time I boarded a plane. If you laugh at this, if you open your mouth and you laugh, you are never gonna see Jesus, and Jesus is never gonna see you. This is a not laughing matter. So please do not laugh. I'm not even gonna say the year or when it was, because it's gonna be more embarrassing. So it was a very embarrassing story, you guys. It was from Joburg to Mthatha. Okay, firstly, the OR Tambo airport is huge. I think if you know it, you know it's big. And Mthatha airport is not even a quarter of that airport. So I was coming back from my international trip. So I got back, and my fiance's brother, older brother, is there. So he was the one who's gonna take me to the airport, and my flight was leaving. My plane was leaving in the morning, and now he was very worried that maybe I could get lost because that place is big. Okay, so firstly we did the checking. We checked in online, so that I could miss the checking in at the airport. So I checked in and I got my border pass on the phone. So when I got to the airport, I missed that long line there that the people have, and I went straight to the border gate so that I could just show my border pass and go through. So now, me being the first person at the border gate, I show them my border pass, and then they just say go. Yeah, well, this girl was standing in front of the gate, the girl there, and then she said, okay, go. And then I went, and then as I was going, I saw that there was somebody also coming to our terminal, and then I went out. I see a lot of aeroplanes, like a lot of aeroplanes. And then I also see the shuttle, the airport shuttles. I don't know what they're called. The taxis there that are there. Guys, I don't know what they're called. I see them. I see the one in front of my border gate, and then I just pass. I am looking at these aeroplanes, and I'm like, which plane am I supposed to go through to Gengoku? I was looking there, and then I saw this guy coming, and then I called him over and was like, hi, sorry, in Galabuza, you playing AM Tata. And then he says, no, I'm starting here today. I don't know. Maybe it's that one. And the good thing is that the plane he was showing me was written SAA, and I knew that I'm not taking SAA. So I was like, I don't think that's my plane. And then I saw the guy that was following after me going into the shuttles there, and I was like, why is he going in there? And then another person came out and went inside the shuttle, and then I went inside the shuttle. And then the guy asked me, I saw you going out. Where were you going? It's like, I went to make a phone call. And then I knew that time, I was not supposed to go out and go ask yeah, people name Tata, go out and say taxi rank. But now we know, and I was 2 hours old, so guys, that brings me to the end. I did not think this video was gonna be this long. Brings it to the end of the first time tag. This is actually very fun. I would like to see other some YouTubers do it, like tell us your first time stories, and especially if you are a very good storyteller like me. See you on my next video. Do not forget to do the things like subscribe and say. And also, if you would like to hear any more of my first time stories, just say. Maybe I'll do like a second one, a part 2 or whatever. And just comment on what you thought of my stories. Goodbye, guys. I don't want to make this any longer.